Welcome to RPG Capper, the channel where we cap RPGs of various design, coming to you live from the Soda Mansion where the ball caps live and the CO2 bubbles never stop rising. Today, we conclude East Book 1 and 2 for the TurboGrafx-16 CD-ROM. The level cap being 62, our current level 61. Let's finish the adventure. Alright, starting her up. Okay, level 61. Strength 251, defense 255. With experience of 95,007 points. 5,805 reserve gold. And the goal 99,999. One more level to go to help bring this to a close. After that, we take on the final boss and clear the game. So what we need to do right now is go through this portal that would take us to the core of East. But I still need to get auto capped before that will happen. So let's first go back to the Goddess's Palace to see what we could do here. And let's see if the monsters will still give us some good XP. Okay, it's just 3 points apiece here. Okay, here's what... I'm kind of not liking this anymore. Here's what I'm also gonna try now. There is another alternative. I could try facing off against the monsters in Jira's basement since they come at an endless onslaught. I want to see if the results will be any more easier. Let's see how it goes. Okay, and here they come. This is a pretty good way to power build your gold supply. Just gonna have to keep back and forthing this until I get Laddle here to 99,999 points. At least a cap in my purse. But we're looking at experience here, and levels. Then I'll declare the cap. Let's just freshen up for a bit before we go back into fighting. Okay, now let me try for a few minutes at the goddess's castle and see if there's any major difference in gains. Okay, the sorcerers just give 1 point while these barbarians here, or rather just berserker warriors, give 3 points. Alright, I'm just gonna hang out here for a few minutes just to see which area gives me faster gains. It's kind of difficult to say which area of the game will give me the faster accumulations in terms of XP. I mean, Jira's basement or the bridge to the Goss's castle. I'm gonna give Jira's basement one more try. Okay, we're at 98,000. And that's like 1,999 more points to go, I believe. Let's just... Anyways, let's just get back to grinding. Damn right we're gonna have that spam bot banned. Nice try, Vorix. This goes to show why it pays to have Seribot for your Twitch streams. We're nearly there. Less than 100 XP to go. Alright. Final stats. Level 62. Experience, 99,999. Gold, 65,535. Strength, 255. Defense, 255. HP, 255. MP, 255. Next XP, 0. On this front, we are going to declare the game capped. Alright. We capped it. Now we clear it. Let's bring it on home now, everyone. Okay, for the life drop, it says it's filled with a thick liquid. So this doesn't come into effect until we lose all of our HP. But that's specifically reserved for the final battle. We spent 60,000 gold on that potion for a very good reason. We need all the backup we can get for the upcoming Armageddon here. Adol gets the magic of shield. Oh, look at that. Now we have ourselves our final magic wand. Okay, I'm gonna guess that this magic wand will give us some protection in, against physical enemy attacks. Maybe even against the final boss. So this is gonna be important for later. And now we're in the core.
Adolf, it's me, Todd. I have so much to tell you, but now is not the time. Quick, we must get back. Everyone is waiting for us.
Please hurry, everyone is waiting for you.
You must be Adolf. I am Maria. He found me in the belfry and he brought me here. He said that there were fragments of a shattered bracelet near my body. Maybe the bracelet was a substitute, for I'm sure the goons would meant to shatter me. I've heard stories that the goddess was cast as stone by the demon's evil curse. We don't have a second to spare. Hurry!
So that was... So the Maria that was destroyed... So the mirror that was sacrificed in the bell tower was just a shadow? Okay. Way to cheapen a very tense and sad moment there, game. Quickly, let's go! So I guess it doesn't matter whether you approach the Descendants either as a human or as a monster, they're probably going to tell you the same thing. So let's keep going.
Adolf, this way!
If you travel down this passage, you'll eventually reach the goddesses. On the way, you will find Deca. He will assist you. I've told you where to go. Get on it! See a flash of black around the next corner. Someone has just been through here. Okay, but I still need to talk with Deca.
Adolf, at last we meet again. I am Deca from Ramia Village. Do you remember me? The goddesses must be back in there. What can we do about this barricade? Hey, did you see something move? Over there in the corridor to your right. What was it? Could it have been a goon?
Jeez, after all my travels, I've finally been stopped by his barricade. I honestly thought I could have made it. Alright, moving on. Hey, Lilia.
Ada, I finally found you. The last time I saw you, you vanished before I knew it was happening. I was worried, so I went outside to search for you, but I soon lost my way. Luckily, I haven't run into any of those dreadful creatures since then. Could it be for the power of this ring? It was given to me by the two girls I met in the ruins. Here, take it with you. Maybe it can repel those demons for you as it did for me.
Adol gets the goddess's ring. Now, will this ring even do something, or is this just another crackerjack prize? I haven't seen any goons lately, so I think it's safe for me to stay here a while. You want to stay here where it's... Where the lights are flashing like a Saturday night nightclub? Okay. Okay, time to check this onion ring. Wear this ring to fill your heart with courage. Oh yes. Once again, another... Oh yeah, like the other rings, which don't do shit. Will he say something? I know that ring. I remember seeing it in my dream. It is the ring of the goddess. I'm sure the ring has the power to lead us to the goddesses. When you touch the ring to the barricade, the power ceases and you may cross the threshold. Okay, so we finally had a ring that did something. Please hurry to help the goddesses. I'll meet you later. That's it. Alright, that's it. Moving on. Splits two ways. There's an exit. What about over here? And just a dead end. Alright, this way we go. Oh look, now we're out. Now we're in a new spot. Oh look. It's a boss chamber from Dorm Tower. But the way has been blocked. Oh, the goddesses are there. I thought those were braziers for a moment. The goddesses stand motionless. What about this one? An eerie voice echoes from inside the room.
The goddesses are in a hopeless situation. There is no way that you can defeat me now. A fight without the power of the goddesses doesn't scare me. 700 years ago, I almost had the whole country of Ys under my control. But those forsaken goddesses managed to lock me up. I have suffered 10,000 years of humiliation, and I will remember every minute of it when I revenge my anguish. Now, my time has finally come. The world of Ys will soon be mine, and I will show them all just how wicked we demons can be.
You hear a familiar
You
voice.
animal! You know well that I cannot let you do that. Ys is now back where it belongs. Don't you forget about me. I am the bandit, Goban.
You hear a familiar voice come from behind the wall, and it's Goban. Adol, it looks like I got here right in the nick of time. Please play this silver harmonica. Goban throws the harmonica to Adol. Adol gets the silver harmonica. So you swiped it from Laird. Oh yeah, because she's right here.
Adol, where have you been? It's me, Ludogema. I've brought you the Shield of Claria. You must have this to fight off Darn. Use it wisely.
Adol gets the Claria shield. Okay, that solves that mystery of where the shield was this whole time. This is the final showdown between good and evil. Our fate lies in the balance. Please, Adol, plays the harmonica. Gotta remember to equip that shield. Doesn't change the defense, we're already capped. Adol starts to play an old familiar tune. You've reached the final battle against Darm. It's time that you showed him what a great swordsman you truly are.
Oh, Adol, how I have longed to see you. Remember me? I am Fina. When we last met, I didn't reveal my true identity, but now I must tell you that I am one of the two goddesses of East. You have been superb in your conquest to suppress the demons, but they will revive themselves unless you put an end to their source of evil. Their power comes from the enormous black pearl in the rear room. If you can shatter the pearl, then they will lose their evil flame, and we will have a chance to defeat them forever. So please, use all your courage to destroy their evil energy.
Adol, all my love.
I owe you more than you can ever imagine. I am Lair, the goddess of Ys. Through your courageous battle, you have defeated Darkfact in Darn Tower. Darkfact was the direct descendant of Priestfact. He tried to use the magical power of Claria to release the demons, which have been sealed up for hundreds of years. He wanted to control the entire land, but greed has its limitations, and you caused the demise of that demon. When we sealed the demons in, we also buried the magical mineral Claria deep within the ground. Several hundreds of years have passed, and Claria has since been excavated as silver. You know the rest of the story. But now you must fight your final battle against Darm, the most sinister of all evils. I know that you are a most worthy warrior, and I want you to use my ring for this dangerous showdown. The ring can weaken the power of evil, and my blessing can give your sword the force of Ys. Courage to the end, dear Adol.
Your sword begins to glow. This is the final battle. Good luck. I wonder if I can still return. Oh yeah, I can still return. Let's just at least save up our progress first. Found the same harmonica in Asteria. Wait, now that we found the Claret Shield, is Haddock can say something different now. Oh, she still doesn't, now she doesn't even know that her daughter's now alive. Okay, nothing new here. Okay, let's just recover our... As a matter of fact, wait, hang on a minute, wait. Whatever. Let's just first of all rest up at Bernice's house. Okay, so she still doesn't know where Lilia's whereabouts are, so I don't think they're going to be saying anything different here. Okay. Okay, no more fooling around. Now we have to face Darm. Nothing much has changed between the enemies here. Alright, let's go. Alright, that didn't work. Oh well. Okay, we're gonna use the Rota Trinot this one time. Alright, the final battle, let's do it. First, save. Here we go.
My followers and I were born from the dark magic of the Black Pearl. I am the living epitome of terror and destruction. You don't stand a chance against my forces of decimation. I shall crush and consume.
I almost had him there. Jeez, just a couple more hits. Wow. Alright. We got this. We got that. Okay, let's do this. This round's not good. That bastard just keeps teleporting everywhere. Okay, we're just gonna have to keep at it. I think it's just by chance that I'll be able to nail him when I can. We're not giving up, people. We're not giving up. Oh my god, this game. Okay. It ain't, I can't one-shot Dorm like I was able to one-shot Dork Fact. Wait, but it's cap and clear. We're not stopping until this guy's dead. it's done. Everyone's face sparkles with happiness. Fina and Lair, the descendants of the 6 priests, and Lilia are all waiting for you. Adol, you did it! You've overcome the impossible! My full name is Tarf Hadal. I am a descendant of the ancient priest Hadal. Your fighting skills are dazzling. What a joy to see you slash Darm to oblivion after he had ripped our lives apart. I must admit, however, I was still a bit worried about the powers of the Black Pearl. But when I heard the shattering sound of crystal, I knew our lives were safe. So now we can enjoy our peace and freedom without the looming presence of doom. I know I should be smiling, but I can't hold back my tears of joy. Tarf, please don't cry or you make me cry too. My full name is Maria Messa. The wizard Dallas wanted me as his sacrificial lamb. He thought my cries of anguish would bring the other descendants out of hiding. The reason why I didn't die was because of the protection of the priest's bracelet. The demons were frantic in their attempts to exterminate us. They believed that they had awakened the goddesses. They knew that they had to kill us or they themselves would face annihilation. So they began sacrificing the villagers in a process of genocidal elimination. The peace has now returned to our world at the cost of many villagers' lives. So we will build a memorial on top of the belfry to commemorate their courage. Adol, by gosh, you did it! I knew you could from the first time I met you in Ramia Village. We all felt you were the chosen one who would lead our land to freedom. By the way, I'd like you to come by our village soon. Everyone wants to see you. Evan is getting better and he wants to congratulate you on your success. It's me, Keith. You probably didn't recognize me without my pale green tint. Since you eliminated the source of evil, my green goon curse was lifted. Now I can live as a human again. What a horrific experience I have had. I really thought I would die in Burnland prison. My life passed in front of my eyes, and then I focused on a single moment. I remembered watching a beautiful sunset with my dear sister. She remarked on how she believed that not all the goons were bad. Moments later, we were ambushed by a pack of demons. The next thing I knew, she lay dead at my feet. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to rain on this celebration. This is a time for joy and happiness. Let me express my appreciation once again. Thank you very much. Adol, you've done a great job. I can remember watching Darm tower from the ground. Suddenly I saw a bolt of light burst from the top of the tower into the skies. I never imagined that the bolt was actually you. You are a leader of men and a model of courage, Adol. We need a soul like yours to inspire our devastated land and to restore our prosperity. We need your help. Please stay with us in Asteria. Adol, you're wonderful. Let me tell you about a strange dream I had before coming here. In a dream, a mystic voice of harmony told me to go to Solomon's Shrine. She told me that the great land of East was coming down from the skies. When I awoke, I looked up to find East right in front of me. I rushed into the shrine because I knew you must be in great danger. It was then that I gave you the silver harmonica. Adol, you have changed our lives. It was the magic power of East that kept the land floating in the sky, out of harm's reach. and it was from the same power that from the same power that the evil was created. Opposites born from the same source. Magic is mysterious indeed. We created the magic to make a better life, but we allowed ourselves to be manipulated. How ironic that we could be controlled and terrorized by our own innovations. We sometimes allow our materialistic greed to overcome our simple needs. The only real need we have is love. Anyway, the peace is back. We should all be grateful. Oh, by the way, Colin was looking forward to seeing you. Oh, Adol, how glad I am to see you. I was so awfully worried when you started out on your final battle. And now you are back alive. Let it out, Lily. I know you've got a crush on Adol. Come on, go for it. Oh, please, Goban, don't embarrass me. Our land was ripped apart over 700 years ago. We haven't seen our relatives since. But you have provided us with this remarkable reunion. This is a most marvelous day. Now that the magic power has been removed, our presence here is no longer needed. It's time that the people start believing in themselves. Before we subside, we will make sure that only we, the goddesses, control the magic. And the people will have peace and happiness forever. Throughout the coming ages, we'll never forget about you, Adol. Fina and Adol are gazing into each other's eyes. Well, I guess we should let them be alone. That's a good idea, Maria. Well, Adol, we'll be off now. Good luck.
Oh, Adol, I don't know what to say. How can I thank you for saving me? The basement of the shrine was such an eerie place. After that, I went to Jeva's house. I met a lot of people that I never knew before, and I learned a lot about the wonderful world of Ys. But the best thing that has happened to me is that I had a chance to meet you. For the first time in my life, I was able to speak with the heart of a girl. It is hard to feel human when your soul is of a goddess. Well, I must go. Lair is waiting for me. Adol, promise that you'll always remember the girl in me.
Now peace returns to Asteria and Ys. Oh look, the gang's all here now. And East returns to Earth. Time to roll credits. Special thanks to Yuji Kudo. East staff. Main programs: Hiroshi Hasegawa, Hiromasa Iwasaki. Assistants: Takahiro Haga, Toshimasa Ebina, Hideki Sahashi, Takashi Sawaguchi, Satoru Sugimoto. System engineers: Isamu Izumi, Masahiro Tobita. Technical advisors: Katsuhiro Nozawa, Yoshio Motsusako, Takagi Kobayashi. Chief Graphic Designer, Tsukasa Shindo. Map Designer, Tsukasa Shindo. Character Designer, Maki Ito. Main Animation Designers, Moto Yamaguchi, Tomoaki Urita, Oriome Mota. And Dallas has some dance movies. Sub-animation designers, Mari Takeda. Daichi Matsuda, Akinobu Sekiguchi, Toshio Okada, Koji Matsura. Continuity script: Hideyuki Yamagi. Original pictures: Hideyuki Yamagi, Nori Okada. Screenplay: Hiromasa Iwasaki. Scenario: Hiromasa Iwasaki. Yutaka Nagayama. Translation staff: John A. Greiner, Sonoko Saito. And DarkFax got the moves too. Ken Sutherland, Anthony Ancona. Sound director: Toshiyuki Sasagawa. CD audio arranged by Ryo Yonemitsu. Sound effects: Keita Hoshi. Voice actors: Darm, Alan Oppenheimer. Dallas, Jim Cummings. Dark Fact, Michael Bell. Maria Mesa, Shannon Beatty. Tarf Hadal, Louise Valance. Luta Gemma, Bruce Lanoyle. Goban Toba, Thomas H. Church, Keith Fact. Dan Gilvision, Decadabi, David Sterry. Fina, Debbie Derryberry, Larry. Louise Valance, Lilia, Mia Martineau. Narrator, Alan Oppenheimer. Voice direction by Michael Hack, TMS LA. Oh, it's recorded in LA. Producer, Toshinori Oyama. Director, Tomonori Matsunaka. Miyazaki. It was Miyazaki. Oh, Iwasaki. I think I got that? Anyways. Cooperated with Alpha System, Compozilla, KMO, Joe Down Studio. Jeez. It's hard to keep up. Licensed from Falcom, presented by Hudson Soft. Ancient East vanished. The end. Q-Light show in the Black Crystal Ball. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was East Book 1 and 2 for the TurboGrafx-16 CD-ROM. We hit the capital level 62. And this concludes our latest action RPG. Okay, back to the regular bubble screen then. Alright, everybody. Well, thanks very much for joining me through this 10-part adventure through Ancient East Vanished, Books 1 and 2, for the TurboGrafx-16 CD-ROM. Well, it was a heck of a journey to get all the way to level 62 and cap the game. There were also some hiccups, namely with those Hecate speakers that caused me to drown out in one stream. I know you guys will never let me live that down, and I guess I'm gonna have to deal with it. But anyways, that's the end of East Book 1 and 2. That's the end of the current quota that we have for our action RPG. We'll decide what the next action RPG will come a little bit later. I will pretty much have to make a decision on that after, I believe, Phantasy Star gets finished, because we still have to finish up Phantasy Star as part of our churn-based RPG quota. But in any case, I suppose that's as good as any. And let's take a look. It's already midnight where I am. Let's fancy that. Okay, perhaps what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a raid. So let's see who's on, shall we? Okay, so my friend Sarzag is on, so let's raid him. Okay, we're raiding Sarzag, so with that I'm gonna say, see you next stream. Take care and have a good one, everybody. Bye.
Yes, dip them in queso.
We're being attacked!
I agree, Melchior. And hey, we're getting raided by Capper. Thank you, Capper. Hi, how are you? Mods, could one of y'all give our Capper a shout out, please? Thank you very much. Thank you.